Taurus, welcome. Oh my gosh. That birthday reading caught some attention. I am glad I have your attention. Oh my goodness. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't yet, and you're a Taurus and you haven't yet watched the Taurus solar return, the birthday reading, please do. It's on fuego. It's still getting a lot of attention. We are still in Taurus season. This is your time. This is all the energy is rallying to support you. If you're new, thank you for showing up here. I hope you'll decide to join us and subscribe. And for those who are returning and who were so supportive through that crazy wild reading, I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. It means everything to me. So we're doing an early May reading. It isn't really tied to the date specifically, but we are coming upon a full moon in Scorpio, so that may have some influence. This is good for Taurus sun and rising. It is a general reading for the collective, not going to resonate with everybody. So what that means is if you're here as a Taurus sun, let's just say, you could watch the reading for your rising sign in this series, the one that aligns with your rising sign, whatever that is. You can also watch the sun and rising readings for your divine counterpart. That would make you a cross watcher, in case you're unfamiliar with that term. Cross watching is like my hidden secret pleasure. Now you know. When somebody says, "What's your secret pleasure?" I just cross watch. And I get a lot of really good information from that. So I advise it. Pulling 2 cards, one for divine masculine, one for divine feminine from the Sacred Traveler. Feel free to flip the energies around. If when I get it all laid out, you're like, everything's right, but I think it's flipped, just flip it. Wow, this card came out before for the feminine. It is ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. It feels 8 of Cups. It feels a little hermit energy to me. Keep going forward, right? Voyage of the heart for the masculine. Love flows through you and to you. So we have a masculine here who is on a voyage of the heart. I love that energy. Both those cards are really, really energetically balanced, because a voyage of the heart takes a little bit of it's like an inside job. You have to know yourself first. So ascending the mountain, solitary journey of the hermit, going within. Now I'm going to pull a card just for you, Taurus, from Queen of the Moon Oracle. If you are here as a cross watcher, this is not your card. This is the card for Taurus, and you can go watch your reading to get your card. Ah, there it is. Pleasure. So I will read a little bit. It's card 18. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is about wrapping up a lesson here. Coming to the end of something. Not at the end, coming to an end. Are you taking life too intensively or too seriously? The time has come to call in the pleasures of life. Seek lightheartedness at this time. Focus on what would make you happy. Schedule in activities you find pleasurable. So this is not always easy when you're, in social distancing energy, as we are if you're watching this at the time it's being published. It says, in our search for a better life, something happened along the way. We forgot how to find real pleasure in what we do rather than just being diverted from the everyday. Life can be overwhelming, and our rational minds seem to need every available minute of our time to be able to cope with its demands. Pleasure has taken the back seat, or there is a pattern of it now forming destructive tendencies, such as binge drinking, rather than simply having a wine or two with friends. A big part of pleasure is letting go. Yeah. This feels really powerful. For some of you, this is going to really hit home, because when you're dealing with a global pandemic, when you're dealing with shelter in place, social distancing, stay-at-home orders, it forces you into a state of calm. And it helps you see all the insanity that was your life, that is no longer your life. Because things have gotten real simple and real clear. You either want to live or you don't. It's that simple. And now that you know you want to live, okay, you have to decide how. And I feel like this card is calling all of us to walk on the side of finding the joy, living in pleasure, letting our hair down. And by the way, that is a little bit of the energy of the devil card, just so you know, because some people see the devil card and go, ah. And truthfully, the devil card, energetically, when it is in higher vibration, it's about letting your hair down. Don't be so uptight. Why so serious? And that's an issue with Taurus a lot of the time. You guys dig your heels in. You're very serious, focused, grounded people. You do love beauty and harmony. And you do like yourself some pleasure, but it's kind of hard to get you there. Once you're there, you're happy. It's kind of hard to get you there. I'm going to leave it right there. So let's look at the journey here of this connection. Divine masculine, divine feminine. How are you showing up? What's your experience of this connection? We got an eyeful and an earful in that birthday reading, did we not? All right. So, masculine showing up in the Four of Cups. Quite a few different meanings here. I'll just walk you through some of the possibilities, but I will be clarifying to get the subtle nuances. This can be a card of friend zoning somebody. It can be rejection. It can also be a missed opportunity, because all the focus is on what you don't have or what isn't floating your boat. So there's a masculine here that's dealing with that energy. Feminine is all about moving forward. Chariot, Cancerian energy. It's a card of victory. Moving forward. But it's coming from an emotional place. It's coming from that, yeah, I've done the work, now I got to go. So I kind of like that for the feminine. We'll see what's happening here with the masculine. Before I clarify, I want to pull some extra cards. Wow. All right. So some of these cards came through in the birthday reading, but not all of them. So I kind of feel like I'm tapping into a mishmash here of Taurian energy, but I'll walk you through it. Let me tell you the signs I see. Sagittarius is showing up. I just did their reading. Cancerian energy. We have more Sagittarius in the Knight of Wands. So if you're here as a Taurus, you may be dealing with a Sagittarius. If you're here as a cross watcher and you happen to be Sagittarius, or have it as your rising sign or somewhere prominent in your chart, your moon, your Venus, you're showing up. Two kings. King of Cups, King of Swords. We have truth and honor, and we have romance and love and emotion. This person will talk to you because they have either a truth to deliver or a truth that they're aiming to get. This person doesn't always communicate their feelings very well. They'll hold space for yours, but they don't always communicate them very well. But it is high vibration love. So I love that we have two kings. I just think it's interesting that they're in different placements. But masculine, in the past, we have some delayed gratification here, some pulling back, an energy of, I need to look at this from all sides, or I'm just waiting for enlightenment. I'm waiting for the all clear, for the signal that tells me it's go time. Well, the energy right now in this connection is, yeah, it's not up to you. Destiny is at the wheel. The wheel of fortune is about fate and destiny. So if it's your fate to move forward, that's what's happening now. I will clarify it. And then moving forward, this is about doing the right thing, standing in your truth, living by a code. honor, integrity, character, truth, honesty, discipline, values, doing the right thing. And when I say living by a code, I say that because this represents the energy of those people, like the people who are in the military, law enforcement, judges, lawyers, right? The Justice card holds that sword. Homeland Security, anybody that works in a field where they take an oath. Politicians even. Oh my gosh. Don't even let me get started there. Let's subtract that. You get where I'm going. But it is an oath here. It is living by a code. So it doesn't have to be someone that's in that profession. It doesn't have to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's just someone who's in their highest vibration of truth, their truth, and the way they want to live their life and doing the right thing. For the feminine here in the past, coming up with this King of Cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it is emotional availability. It is compassion. In its highest vibration, it is nurturing. In its lowest vibration, not able to really communicate feelings. Kind of a man on an island. If you look at him, he's just floating there. Solitary energy. Feels almost like this feminine ran into someone who pulled way back. Delaying gratification, perhaps waiting for a sign of when the all clear was to move forward, possibly friend zoning this feminine, or missing an opportunity here. This feminine, though, is like, let's do it. Let's go. I'm ready. Knight of Wands, passionate, spark, fire, adventure. Kind of happy-go-lucky, but it can be impulsive. This can be the energy of rushing in and then flaming out just as fast. So we do want to look at this. It can either be this feminine, really ready to go, and to move forward because it's sort of mirroring the energy of the Chariot. It is fast moving. The Chariot, even though it's water and water kind of moves more moderately in the elements, it's usually the Chariot. When the Chariot is ready to move, these cats get up and go. And I kind of feel like this is the energy of the feminine. And in the future, we've got this little Page of Wands. This is a light message. It's flirtatious. Pages are messengers. It's how you doing? If you've ever watched Friends, Joey Tribbiani, how you doing? It's that kind of energy. It's not really very serious, but it's flirtatious. This can be a friends with benefits card. This can be a bit of impulsivity and just, getting your needs met. It can be one night stand energy. So I want to make that clear since I see it coming right behind that Knight of Wands. Or after that Knight of Wands, I should say. And that is cause for concern. And that may be fine for this feminine. This feminine may be like, look, let's not make a big ordeal out of it. But we'll see. Four of Cups. There's the Page of Wands. Yeah, this masculine may miss an opportunity for a romp. It may also be that they're not interested in anything serious. They're not interested in that Ace of Cups. See what that looks like? Doesn't that look like the Ace of Cups being handed to this person by the hand of Spirit? They're kind of looking at 3 cups here. They're kind of like, yeah, that's nice, Ace of Cups. And maybe all this masculine wants is something light and flirtatious and not serious, and no real attachment with someone who's single. It is an earth sign, Taurus, just FYI. This is a Virgo card, but it doesn't matter. Pentacles are earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone who's single, free and single, making their own way through the world, grounded, stable, attractive, and an attractor, someone who attracts to them what they desire. They do struggle with a love life, though, and it could just be that yeah, underneath here, we've got some King of Pentacles energy. I feel like we've got a masculine who is contemplating the role of life partner, but they're like toying with it. I'm going to check out this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm not going to go all in yet. I'm not going to go all in. I'm going to keep this safe and light and breezy. But underneath, I kind of feel like they've got their mind on, and for those of you who are new, when I pull from under the deck, it's kind of what's bubbling up under the surface. It's outside of conscious awareness, but it's there. And as a result, it's kind of a motivating factor. So we kind of have to think of it. King of Pentacles, high vibration, grounded, stable, practical, responsible, reliable. This is the energy of life partnership in masculine form here in the 3D. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's look at this Hanged Man. Now I'm kind of looking at this for the past. It could be very recent. This could be going on for a long time. You know your storyline better than I do. Wow. Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups. Saw them jump. This feels to me like the masculine was holding back, was pulled back energy, waiting for enlightenment. Is this the divine timing? Is this the soulmate? Should I take this more seriously? Wow. That wanted to be seen. Or should I continue to ascend the mountain? Even though this comes out for the feminine, it feels to me like there's a masculine that I'm dealing with. And remember, you can reverse these if you feel you need to. I feel like there's been this kind of, I'm going to tell you what I think. I think I'm dealing with a masculine who's waiting for the right one, who wants no substitutions. Yeah, I'm not interested with all the fluff. I want the stuff. I want my soulmate. And the problem is it's being offered here. This Ace of Cups is being offered, and I feel like the masculine may be kind of overshooting, and they may miss an opportunity. And what I see here is a light flirtation with someone who's single, very likely this feminine. But deep down inside, what's motivating them is they're ready to be a life partner. Whatever that means to you, Taurus, they're ready to settle down. They're ready to start building a life with someone. And in the past, that's why they pulled back and delayed gratification, because they wanted destiny to bring them the soulmate. And underneath, they're like, I'm just going to walk away. If something isn't the real deal, I'm going to walk away. And now we have the Wheel of Fortune coming back. Taurus energy did show up in the Sagittarius reading. I will just say that on the feminine side. So if anyone here is dealing with a Sagittarius, you may want to watch that reading. Whole deck's upside down. So yeah, I got time, all the time in the world. Knight of Pentacles. Very Taurian energy of slow and steady wins the race. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in this Knight of Pentacles. It's about having a plan and not rushing. It's not this Knight of Wands. It's a Knight of Pentacles. It's stable. It's reliable. It's practical. It's got a plan. So even though fate is at the wheel, destiny's at the wheel, and the wheel's beginning to move, whoop, it's going to go at a slower pace. There's no rush. Yeah. Ships are coming in for this masculine. I feel like they know that. This is a card of manifestation. And I kind of feel like this is a masculine who is ready for something more serious. They're waiting for fate and destiny to reveal their true partner here. They're manifesting that energy. And yet on the bottom, I see this Six of Wands. So underneath, I kind of feel it's reconciliation. This is an energy of peace. Look at the wreath on top of that wand. It's coming back from battle and saying, no men were lost, no blood was shed. We're good. And I kind of feel like this is a return to a connection for this masculine. Something they may have walked away from in the past because they weren't sure it was destiny or fate. Now they're like saying, okay, maybe I need to rethink this and have a plan as I manifest this reconciliation. They want to be above board. They want to do the right thing. Wow. Not real warm and fuzzy, that King of Swords, though, I must say. Yep. It's good energy here. In the energy of the King of Swords, we've got persevering, overcoming obstacles together. The Strength card. They help each other here. I know this is normally a third-party energy card. I don't see it that way in this part of the reading. I see it as celebratory. This could be taking place at the next holiday, Memorial Day weekend. I know we're not all gathering anymore, but you know that holiday, you know, if you're here in the States, Memorial Day weekend, I don't know what the next holiday is where you live in the world, but it's that energy. It's very celebratory. And then we've got the World, endings and new beginnings. There's completion here. There's sort of like that euphoria of, oh my gosh, it's enlightenment. It's freedom. It's like we just get to be. All the worry and effort ceases. We just get to be. And that's the thing. I feel like this masculine is willing to do the right thing and persevere, but they want the payoff. They want the payoff in a positive way. They want to be able to celebrate and be joyous and come together happily, joyfully. And they've been waiting. They've been waiting. This as, I mean, we've got this Wheel of Fortune twice. And that Knight of Pentacles, slow moving, methodical. And by the way, this Four of Cups can be them just turning their head to other potential partners, right? This could be them just, yeah, maybe flirting and having a dalliance here and there, but nothing serious. This is someone who's waiting for the real deal and not accepting substitutions. I want the real thing. I'm waiting for my Taurian, grounded, stable, fiercely independent, single partner that I can couple with. Woo! For some of you, when I did the birthday reading, there was one false twin that was exiting and a new one coming in. This may be the new one. This feels like the new one. It's all too positive. It's very positive. And it almost makes me think that this part of the past doesn't have to do with this feminine. This part of the past has to do with delaying gratification for easy things that come on their path and waiting for destiny to bring them their twin, their soulmate, and turning their back on drama, ascending the mountain, being on a solitary journey here. I like it. Feminine, Chariot, what say you? Moving forward and to calmer waters. Feminine, ready to move on. So I do feel this for some of you who really responded to that Taurus birthday reading where I said you were kind of ready to move forward and embrace a new life. That's what this is. Yes, there it is, right? Oh my gosh. Right now, start typing in the comments. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? That's exactly what I'm saying, because this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The false twin, moving away, getting to calmer waters, releasing yourself from the ties that bind or have bound you in the past. A toxic connection, a false connection, call it whatever you want. An addictive, like being addicted to this person, yeah, no more, or them addicted to you. This is manipulation in its lower vibration, right? In its lower vibration, it's manipulation. In its lower vibration, it's possessiveness. It can be obsession. It can be very, very toxic. Now, in its higher vibration, could you be moving on to lighter times, let your hair down, walk on the wild side? Sure. But that's not what I feel. For some of you, that will be the case. For some of you, you're feeling like, yeah, for some of you, you may cycle right back in with this devil energy. Oh, you may think you've cut loose and then you can't. You cycle back through. So now, for some of you, that's a problem. For others of you, this is someone coming back toward you. And that's why we've got it showing up right here, because this is how you're showing up in the reading. This is your present experience of it. So I want to look at that right away. Don't do it, feminine. You know who you are. Don't do it. You had it right the first. Yeah. Good. Stay all tied up. This is overthinking things. Good. This is stuck energy. Perfect. Do not act on impulse. Feel me now, Taurus? Am I not getting preachy again? If you have watched that reading and you're watching this one, you're like, oh my God, this woman, what is her issue? I'm normally not like this, but y'all are testing me. It feels like a test. Please tell me I'm passing. Yeah, no, it's going to come back your way. It's going to come back your way. That devil energy, that toxic energy, that karmic energy, the fake twin, whatever the heck you want to call it. It's going to come your way and you're going to feel stuck. Like, I don't know what to do. Good. Stay there and do nothing. So first time you're going to hear me say, yeah, you're stuck. You're all up in your head. Perfect. Yes. And then go on your freaking intuition. Hunker down. You don't have to tell that person everything. Hunker down. A little bit of separation from that devil energy is a good thing. I really feel now I'm talking to a feminine and I'm kind of like addressing the false twin. This is the right one. This is the wrong one. This is definitely connected to that birthday reading. If that birthday reading didn't speak to you, I'm sorry, this is not your reading. Yes, because here's what you're going to get. Yeah. No bueno. King of Cups in the past. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for some of you. For others of you, just someone who was not able to express their feelings. And they were happy with things being status quo. Now, Nine of Cups, you say, but isn't that happy energy? Well, sure, it can be, but it's also being content with things as they are. So I call that emotional complacency. When you're like, well, if this is as good as it gets, I guess I'm okay. You might have been able to settle for a long, long time with someone who wasn't able to communicate their emotions, their feelings for you, or how they were feeling at all. And you settled, and you know what? And maybe they were gaslighting you. So this energy, this is not good. It's very tied to that devil energy. It's manipulative. It makes you feel like you're losing your mind. It is gaslighting. It is someone who told you, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I express myself just fine. Yeah, I'm happy. Aren't you happy? It's like, no, not happy. Not happy. I feel like I'm being played. I feel like I'm being manipulated here on some level. Underneath, you're swearing, this is my twin, this is my twin. Not. That's what we went through in the birthday reading, not the twin. Now you're ready to move on. Now you're ready to move on. I get it, but they're coming back. Either that or they never left. And so now you're here dealing with it, dealing with the return of the false twin, the one that kind of really made you think you were going a little cuckoo. No, you were not. And you're going to feel stuck and a little bit trapped. Fine, feel stuck and feel trapped in what to do, but don't go back. Let that be your, like buying time energy. Buy time, go within, connect to your higher self, meditate. I'm not kidding you. Play binaural beats. Do whatever you have to do to really connect, to allow a chain of communication between you and your higher self, your spiritual team, because that's where your guidance is going to come from. That's where you'll figure out, that's the intuitive hit you'll get that you're in danger. Because that's what's underneath. You know how bad this all hurt. Wow. Page of Wands going forward. We have the Page of Wands over here. Are you feeling me? Do you see what I'm saying? The real twin might come off a little bit. And I say twin, it could be soulmate, it could be boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't care. Call it whatever you want to call it. What I'm saying is, I know this person's looking for a soulmate and they're waiting. They're going to turn their back on drama and they're not going to go for the first thing. They might come across like a little flirtatious and not serious or not highly evolved. But I think they're the real deal. I think they will evolve into the real deal. And they're slow moving. They're in manifestation energy. They want to do the right thing. So, keep your hope, faith, and trust in the universe because a wish is about to be granted. It will come in the form of a Page of Wands. You might suspect it to be someone who's just looking for getting their needs met. And it might very well start out that way. Two can play that game. It's not a game. They're just going to come off more flirtatious, a little. They're not the King of Wands, they're the Page of Wands, right? There. Two of Wands, choosing a path. That star energy is Aquarius. The High Priestess, I think I said, was Pisces. Devil energy is Capricorn. We've got the Sagittarian twice, Cancerian energy. Yeah, end of a painful chapter. Choose the path. Do you want to stay with the danger and the drama, trauma, tragedy? Or would you rather kind of lighten up your life a little bit? Choose simple, easy breezy. Because underneath this person is life partner material. That's on their mind. That's in their heart of hearts. And they're biding their time. And they're sending it up to the universe. And they're trusting in fate and destiny to lead them to their soulmate. And they want to come in peace and be victorious here. This is triumph. Overcoming. It hasn't been easy for them either. They're manifesting you. All you have to do is choose the path and end the pain. What she said. There's your yes from the universe. Ace of Swords, crystal clear clarity, insight, wisdom, knowledge, truth, divinely gifted to you. That aha moment. Oh, that's what the lesson is about. That's what I was here to learn. I was here to learn what's real, what's true, even if it isn't packaged as I wanted. See, I got you. This is good. This is a good place to be. It's the next step in the saga. Taurus, if I'm speaking your truth here, the link to the extended is below. Now I'm going to pull 3 cards and read for the 2 of you together. Right? I'm bringing this and pulling it here. And then I'm going to pull what you're not saying to each other with words, but that you're trying to communicate energetically. For some of you, this is someone who's coming toward you, is not even in your sphere right now. So let's see what the energetic messages are. I will pull a card for you, a message to you from your higher self. That can come in as a warning, confirmation, advice, clarity. And then we'll pull a card going forward, what you can expect to happen down the road. And if timing's a factor, it would show up there. Okay? Beautiful Taurus, thanks for coming to play. You got preached at again, but I feel really connected now. I'm part of the fam. And thanks for welcoming me so graciously with the last reading. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a great birthday season. I'll see you on the other side or in a future reading. Take care. Bye.